So today we're starting section 5-2 and we're going to keep talking about fractions, decimals, and percents. So the first thing we're going to talk about is to write a percent as a decimal. We are going to simply divide by 100. And that's it. So as an example for this one, we're going to say, what if we had 39%? Well, all I have to do is 39 divided by 100 in my calculator. And I get 0.39. So to write 39% as a decimal, we just divide by 100 and we got 0.39. Number 2 is to write a decimal as a percent, you multiply by 100. So let's say I have this decimal, 0.57, and I need to turn it into a percent. I'm just going to times it by 100. And I got what? 57. So 57 would be my percent. Okay? The other rule for changing percents to decimals and decimals to percents is when you start with a percentage, you move the decimal 2 places to the left to turn it into a decimal. And when you start with the decimal number to turn it into a percent, you move that decimal 2 places to the right to turn it into a percent. All right, so the last thing is to write a fraction as a percent. You divide the fraction, then multiply by 100. So if I divide my fraction, 3 divided by 8, what did I get? 0.375. Thank you. So 0.375. And then my second step is times 100. Thank you, Tiffany. So let's go back now. Multiply it by 100. Ooh, I got a decimal for my percent this time, but that's okay. I just write the whole thing with the percent sign. All right, and that is writing a fraction as a percent. All right, so it says write each percent as a decimal. So remember, my rule to write a percent as a decimal is to divide by 100. So I'm just going to take each number and divide it by 100. So let's do 40 divided by 100. And I got 0.4. What do you think 16 divided by 100 is going to be?
0.16.
That's it. 0.16. What about 85 divided by 100?
0.85.
Now the next one's a little tricky because it already has a decimal in it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator because I don't want to risk getting it wrong. 0.003. Is that what you got, Bella?
No, I didn't do it yet.
You didn't do it yet, okay. Is that what you got, Tiffany?
Yeah.
This time it says turn each decimal into a percent. So we're going to do the opposite of what we did in the last section. This time we're going to multiply each number by 100. So if I do 0.68 times 100, I get 68. And remember They're asking us to write it as a percent, so we have to include that percent sign. How about the next one? 1.23
Oh,
times 100.
equals
123. Don't forget your percent sign. Now I have 0.3 times 100.
100.
And I get 30%. And the last one, 0.75. What do you think that's going to equal?
75%.
Yes. Bella, you win the Duncan Award. For the last section, it says write each fraction as a percent. So in order to write the fraction as a percent, we need to divide the fraction, then multiply by what? 100. Great remembering. So that's what we're going to do on this section. So divide the fraction, 11 divided by 25, 0.44, and then multiply by 100, and I get 44. Remember, they said write it as a percent, so I'm going to include my percent sign. How about the next one? Bella, can you divide 7 divided by 8 for me?
7 divided by 8, yeah. Well, no, and then times 100 is 87.5.
But I want to do it in steps. So what is 7 divided by 8 first?
7 divided by 8 equals 0.875.
Okay. And then she times the 100, and she got 87.5%. Awesome. Cameron, would you like to do the last one? Go ahead. What's 13
Even though
divided by
Cameron
40?
was there, she's so quiet.
She is quiet today.
Trump.
Is what? Wait, say it again. Get. $32.5, and don't forget your percent sign. And that is it for today, for our notes.